Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be checking out some charity shops to find items to resell onto eBay and hopefully make a profit. If you're new here, my name is Keith and I'm a part-time reseller. I have big goals to turn this side hustle into my full-time income. Before I do anything, however, I need my morning cup of tea and I need to wake up my eBay store. The process of waking up my eBay store consists of doing any number of customer service tasks, like sending out offers, but more importantly, launching my 10 new listings for the day. Now, charity shops are a key part of how I source stock for this business. However, what I've learnt is that you can't rely on one supplier. You have to get a variety of different suppliers coming in to be able to build a sustainable business. If I just relied on one stream of sourcing, I wouldn't be in business for very long. It doesn't matter what that stream is. If I was only doing wholesale, I would run into a cash flow problem very quickly. If I was doing only car boots, the season is very short and it's not guaranteed. And if I was only to do charity shops, my margin would be a lot lower than I'd want it to be. With all that said though, let's hit the charity shops. So the first charity shop we went to is my favourite charity shop. It's in the outskirts of Loughborough, and today only they had a buy one get one free sale, so definitely taking advantage of that today. This is a fat face knitted heavy knit jumper, definitely picking that up. Fat face does really well for us. This was an unusual one. I've never heard of the rugby team, but it was made by a good brand. A standard staple in my store is a Rohan quarter zip. Somebody had clearly been frustrated after the England game and has donated an England shirt, so we'll be picking that up as well. I had a look at this Scott jacket for quite a while. It just didn't feel right, and for £15 it was too much of a gamble for me. It felt like there should have been an inner lining, but it was missing. Having a quick scan around the shoes, I don't usually pick up shoes from this shop. They're not usually in the greatest condition. However, these Vans, they seem to be okay. They didn't have a price on them, which usually means they're a couple of pounds. This charity shop only prices up items that are about £4 or more. Next we're on to Age UK. This item intrigued me for quite a while and I couldn't work out if it was a genuine McDonald's merchandise or not, but having a look at the tag, it looked like it was been made by a printing company. That was a standard Earthkeepers polo from Timberland, picking that up all day long for £5. And then I don't really focus on shirts very much, and that's something I should get into, but don't really enjoy listing shirts that much. But this Abercrombie and Fitch felt different. It felt heavy. It felt like it was quality. And again, for £5.50, not going to turn that down. On to the next one. We only found one item in this shop, but that's the ups and downs of the charity shops. A lot of these t-shirts are really low value. Lots of Primark, lots of Next, and lots of unbranded stock. apart from this Nike Golf Polo. It's in a good colourway, it was a decent size, and it was £6. Something like this I would expect to get about £18 for. This was a Skechers t-shirt. It was a training t-shirt, but it was just too overpriced. And then this one was a Ralph Lauren waffle knit t-shirt, but it had many stains on it, so I left that behind. Onto Headway next. It had a vintage Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore in the window. The first thing I did was I went and checked it out, but they wanted £10 for the Winnie the Pooh, and it didn't feel as vintage as it first appeared to be. Now these Adidas trainers, they intrigued me for quite a while. They were £7, but they just seemed to be a bit too far gone, a bit too much of a project for me, so I left them behind. Into the next charity shop, which is a children's society. This charity shop in particular is usually empty, and I don't really pick anything up from this shop anymore. It used to be really full, but there's actually 2 children's societies in this town, and they're over the road from each other, and one of them seems to match eBay prices, so I don't go in there at all. And then the other one seems to always be dead, doesn't seem to have any quality stock at all. So I'm rooting through boxes of toys, trying to find a little hidden gem. I come across these ponies, and at first glance I thought, oh yeah, I could make a little bundle of these, but it turns out that they're all fake. There's not a real pony in that box. I picked up Barney because I didn't think they'd still be making Barney plushes or any toys, because I didn't think it was still on the TV, so I thought it might be quite old. However, looking at it again, it was from 2014, so not as old as I'd hoped, so I put it back. Into the last charity shop of the day, and this is a very small charity shop. The men's section is very tiny, and for some strange reason it looked like they'd got a load of Blue Harbour shirts in. So all of the shirts at the top were Blue Harbour, and all of the shirts at the bottom were Crew clothing. But again, crew clothing is not something I pick up too often, especially in short sleeves, but I would pick up a long sleeve one if the price was right. And that was it for our charity shop hunting today. We picked up 14 items for £57, which gives us an average buy cost per item of £4.10p. Now, normally my charity shop hauls aren't as low buy cost as this. They're usually in the £6 to £7. However, because of the buy one get one free in the first charity shop, it's really brought that price down. It's now time to go home and get these processed onto eBay. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.